Villa. How you doing? Oh no, that's the next stage. That's the next stage. Yes, here we are at Kalamutiara. And so here's Helena explaining the RMU system. The RMU. Wonder where. Strange. And the TJ Busters are ready and waiting for Terra's operation to begin. And Barbum says that it's just a fake star of Lamu, but he thinks it'd be good enough to expose the truth. And Helena's disappointed they couldn't find the actual for real star though. But Barbum says no problem, don't worry about it. He figures that it and its Shrine Maiden will show up before them when the time is right. And he's got a little something ready to fill up the time gap before that happens. Who are these class people? They're the Barbum Foundation from Razefon, and they're not classy. They're bad. Yeah, and Helena knows about the devil, and wonders how certain Barbum is that will act in accordance to his expectations. And he says it's a necessary evil, set to remove certain uncouth members of the audience. And as for Ishiki, Barbum says what he's doing is no more than child playing with fire. Fakes can never measure up to the actual thing, and now is her time. And then here's Quan, wearing a new outfit, and Barbum asks her to show him her mark. And she does, and she says, yeah, she says that she met with her, and Barbum says, was she well? And she says that she's grown, and she's left behind both her and left behind both her and the capacity as an instrumentalist. She couldn't become an Olin, same as Quan's brother. And then Barbum says that Quan has just turned 17 though, which makes her perfectly qualified for the job of instrumentalist. And she said, what will you have me do? And he just says, playing beautiful music. And she says, of my own will, brother of Narkle. And he says, of your own will, beautiful Olin. And Helena just watches. Here's Jun of the original Adesco crew. And Ishiki's put in a call to Mizumaru and everybody. He wants Magnate 10's participation in Terra's upcoming Operation Downfall. And Jun says it's a little one-sided, considering how Operation Bagration is already set up. But Ishiki says that the Mu are just as much of an enemy of the Space Corps as anything else, so it's only natural to support Terra. And Jun still doesn't like him having, like, mucking us about to what's more convenient to him. But Ishiki says that he's made this call putting a personal quest to Mizumaru, and it's none of Jun's business, actually. So, before Jun flips his shit, Genpachiro comes in and says, alright, calm down. And he says, would you like some watermelon? And he says, Terra's director gave him some when he came over. So, Ishiki's like, oh shit, the boss man was here before again, piss. And, Genpachiro says, you'll regret it if you don't take some now. Watermelon goes bad easy. That's Mizumaru. Suika. And then Ishiki's like, okay, but can you stop dancing around my request? I'd like an answer, yes or no. And Mizumaru says he's already been briefed by Director Watari on what Operation Downfall will entail, so he'll have Magnate 10 take part in it under Ishiki's command. One condition though. Ishiki's dealings will be limited solely to what's relevant to the operation. Everything else is off limits. And Watari's already agreed to it. And Ishiki's like, oh jeez, I was beaten to the punch again. But Mizumaru says not to do anything untoward to our people. All of us are indispensable, talented individuals. And Ishiki says, absolutely. And then he hangs up. So Prospector is like, oh jeez. Yeah, good grief. From Kanugi to this guy. Ooh, youch. And Ishiki's going pretty hard, but from what Prospector's heard, there are several folks in the government and army that consider Operation Downfall as way too risky. Once a voice is speaking up against it. And Genpacho is like, ah, yes, excellent. But Prospector is just, nah, I don't have my ear to the ground that much. I just assume that's what brought Director Watari over here. But we'll see how this plays out, and Prospector just hopes Ishiki doesn't take things too far, as one Chief Miwa once did. And Genpacho's like, oh, but he might, though. Jun still is like, but, you know, having Magnate 10 help with Operation Downfall. Ugh. But Genpacho says it's difficult times for everyone. Mutual cooperation is never a bad thing. And Jun still thinks Operation Bagration is more important. And that's when Mizumaru cuts in. He asks how the sea is coming. And Prospector says, just a little bit longer, I'll be ready on time, but just a little bit longer, ready on time though, don't worry about it. And the question is how to deliver it, because the enemy will soon figure out it exists. Genpacho says that the moon's been rather calm thanks to Screwnail's success, meaning that the smoke screen has lessened. And Mizumaru fears that assassins may be sent after C or even directly after Rory, and Captain Hoshino herself. But Genpacho's like, I've taken all the steps to prevent that, don't worry about it. And there's still the matter of crewing the sea before it can go anywhere. And Mizumaru asks, and Jun says that neither the Giganos nor the Successors have made any major moves recently. They're just locked in a stalemate with Federation forces. And as for Giganos Fortress, hiding in the Shoal Zone, and the Space Corps troops are watching the area. And Prospector and Mizumaru agree that it's the calm before the storm, and one that will envelop the entire world. So here's Meg and Naito hanging out at Rikudo, but they don't have time to take things easy. But they bought some guesses, Judo just going, ooh, and Hikaru. And they're impressed with this antique looking place. And George says that it's likely very, very valuable. Puru's more interested in checking out the bath though, because she's never been in a traditional style bath. And Okudo's like, what are you expecting to find? And she says a huge pot with crackling wood underneath. And Ginga's like, huh? Huh? And Hugo and George tell Ginga about Goemon Buro. He was condemned to death by being boiled in one. And Hikaru says that sort of thing's not too common nowadays. And Megumi says, yeah, theirs is just a regular old bath. And Puru's like, oh, fine for me. And Toji's like, well, Hugo, you know about weird old stuff like that? And he says, yeah, I guess I just saw a few things when I was trained in Kyoto. And Rikudo asks about his friends, and Naito says that his friends really wanted to check out the house, so he had to bring them along. They're going to be staying until a meeting we have later. And Rikudo's got no problem with it, and he's like, yes, Magnate 10. Yeah, and then there's Mega mentioning the Terra no meeting. But again, he's got some watermelons in the fridge, and everyone's welcome to help themselves. And Hikaru's like, a bath and watermelons? Oh, that's a legit Japanese summertime experience, hell yeah. And Izumi suddenly appears, climbs out of a fucking chest of drawers. Will also be joining Puro in the bath. Yeah, and there's Gig's like, Izumi, where did you come from? It's like, she just does that, don't worry about it. And Hikaru says she always gets ideas for manga when she's in the tub. And since she knows how these things go, she tells Toji not to peek, or else. And he's like, what? Huh? Why only me? Why are you telling me specifically? And Judo says, well, I mean, you seem like the most likely person to try it. And she's like, what fuck will you say to me? And Rikudo is like, oh, good grief, such lively kids. But before he goes, he has a favour to ask Ayato. And the mission, the favour was to take some watermelon over to Kanugi. And he's been spending most of his time indoors, because, you know, he's under house arrest. And he's got a pet bird named Michiru. She's named after his daughter. There you go. Michiru. Michiru. Chiru Michiru. Named after my daughter, huh? You got a daughter? That's fucked up. But Kanuki tells Ayato that if it weren't for Haruka, he'd be in jail right now. Or maybe just executed for stealing the Razefon. And Ayato's like, yeah, I know that Haruka saved me, your butt, and mine. Don't worry about it. And Kanuki's like, okay, well, good, as long as you do understand. But Ayato has a question. It's a rumour he heard. Is it true that the cherry trees in Kanuki's garden bloom blue? And Kanuki's like, what the heck? Who told you that? And he says, Itsuki did. And then just starts laughing. Such a ridiculous story. And he tells Ayato that it's not true. And Ayato's like, nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to see you smiling for once. And Kanuki's like, really? Well, Ayato, next time, would you be willing to share a meal with me? Like, yeah, let's have dinner, old man. Then at Terra headquarters. So here's Kane. He's like, ah, oh, jeez, we gotta listen to the White Snake speech, huh? Hate that dude. And Asuka says, well, what do you expect? We're taking part in the operation that he's leading. We gotta listen to his briefing, right? And then Kane's like, what's its code name? Dumbbell? Down? And then feature Downhill? And Asuka's like, it's Downfall, you idiots. Downfall. And then Kane's like, what's up with that name? And Drew says it's another World War II ripoff, taking the code name of, yeah, here you go, Downfall. It's America's operation. It's planned and cancelled invasion of Japanese mainland. But either way, briefing's starting. So Ishiki introduces himself and explains this will be his first and last operation as Commander of Terra. This is because this plan will completely destroy the Mu barrier. And Sushi explains that Tokyo Jupiter is assumed to be on a separate dimensional continuum. In essence, a different dimension which evolved via a different Feynman diagram than our own. And the TDD system installed in the Vermilion wraps the subject in a stochastic resonance field and is able to barely transpose the dimensional discontinuity by being assimilated into Tokyo Jupiter. And the same theory could be applied to destroy the barrier, but the problem is how much energy that requires. And that's where the RMU system, developed by Metropolis, comes in. Where is that Metropolis? Do you mean it was made by my father? And Itsuki confirms is the RMU system, is a high output generator based on Raiding's power source. And Terra had previously commissioned its development. Kira asks if the thing runs on Mutron energy. And Itsuki says it is. It is a pseudo star of Lamu. And its output, it's like, dang, Dad, we ain't doing that. But yeah, its output's not even close to the originals, but it'll work. And Akira's dumbfounded his dad will go along with something like that. The 6 TJ busters needed for the operation are already complete, and they're in a 97-kilometer diameter around Tokyo Jupiter, Oshima, Fuji Yoshida, Honjo, Kasama, Inogasaki, and aboard the vessel JBB-1. And together they'll emit a linear field, form a stochastic resonance field, cause the barrier to disappear. Once it's gone, Magnetic 10 will charge into Tokyo Jupiter and take down all the Mu forces in one fell stroke. Pretty good. Nice work, everybody. Good job. And Ishiki makes special note to Misato that Mizumaru's given him command of Magnetic 10 for this operation, so she better not try anything clever like the other day. He's like, yes, I get it. And then Kim tells Megumi that Ishiki was the one who recommended our squad for this dangerous mission. And Kane is like, alright everyone, let's get cracking. Don't want the White Snake to start hissing at us. And then Kim asks Meg to deliver Haruka's diary, because she apparently left it in the command center. And she'd do it herself, but she has to head over to Lydia Lipyak, the big battleship they've got. And Meg is like, oh jeez, my sister, we're always forgetting stuff. Oh jeez, but sure, I'll do it. Unfortunately, she can't find her sister anywhere. And she's like, no. Even sisters shouldn't peek at each other's diaries. No. And she's like, I'm doing it anyway, fuck it. And there's a picture tucked away inside of Haruka as a teenager. And who could that boy right next to her be? Ayato? That's weird. That's weird. And she's like, oh geez, guess my sister's history with that boy runs longer than I've been alive. Oh, dang it, it's not fair. I'm never gonna win. This rate. It's like, I don't know. You weren't gonna win anyway. That boy's in love with a ghost. But Rikudo's telling Watori how Ayato and Megumi brought some of their teammates to visit, and he thinks that we've reached a point where mutual understanding is possible, as shown by Ayato, a Mugai, and his friends. Isn't that good enough? But Watari's not so sure, and he remembers how it was him that gave him both the Sleeping Beauty and Nuria's black egg to barb him. Rikudo says everyone's got their own path in life to follow, and the same applies to Maya. And she realised when she turned 17 that she was a Sleeping Beauty who had woken before her faded prince arrived. And Watari's like, oh, I thought I had no other choice back then. He had to do anything he could to make Seal's instrumentality project progress even slightly slower. And Rikudo's like, I don't blame yourself for it. But Watari says the time's running out. For someone to become an instrumentalist, they must be 17 years old. And Rikudo says, actually what's running out is Ayato's time as a human, which is why he wanted him to at least spend some time experiencing a normal family life. And as far as Rikudo's concerned, Ayato's his grandson. And maybe it's his way of atoning for all he can do for his daughter. By the way, time will resume moving. Dio at it again. And Rikudo wonders which of the competing projects will bear fruit, or will both reach the same conclusion. And all he and Watori can do right now is observe. And then here's Ayato painting. How long are you going to stay out there? Door open. In comes Haruka. You noticed me? Ever since you walked over. Sorry. Go in. Huh? I've been avoiding you since I came back, haven't I? You have. I apologise. It's fine. Hey, Haruka. I'd like you to be the first person to see this painting. Once it's done, would you do that for me? Sure. There's the Tokyo Jupiter. Chapter 41. Bye bye Jupiter. And then here's Linda. Captain, we're at T-minus 60 minutes to the start of the operation. Alright. Gosh. Have all hands maintain level 1 alert status and stay on standby. Yes, sir. There's Meg. Something wrong, Megumi? You have to make that broadcast. Sorry. And then Rose. Looking a bit out of sorts today. You alright? Yeah, I am. Don't worry about me. If you say so. And then Amuro. Right, what's the situation on Terra's side? Seems everything's going well so far, but we've no idea when the enemy might show up, so you should be ready to deploy at the drop of a hat. Roger that. And then Quattro. Almost time for Pandora's box to be opened. And then Quattro. Will hope truly remain within when it happens? What is it, Camille? I've got a bad feeling about this. Huh? Something feels wrong. Got me on pins and needles. And then, hey, stop that! You're gonna get me all worried too. And then Maria. No, I know what Camille's talking about. I'm feeling ill at ease. You too, Maria? That's not good, right? And then, come on, did the report from the science division say anything? No, there are no problems. Is that so? And then, seriously doubt that. And then, Commander, we've just received a AAA class order. AAA? Alright, relay it. Yes, sir. This is... something the matter? I see. This is what the brass has been up to. Commander? Ridiculous. I'll be damned if I'm going to simply back down like this. Major Yakumo, move Operation Downfall's timetable up 1 hour. Is he telling us to begin right now? May I ask your reason for such an order, sir? No need to explain myself to you. Operation Downfall will begin in 5 minutes to 17:05 hours. Relay that to all groups. Yes, sir. And then a beep. And then here's that. Are you kidding me? Just like that, but... What is it, Harry? You've just been contacted by the Lydia Litvak. They said that the start of this operation has been changed to 5 minutes from now. 5 minutes? That's crazy. What are they thinking? I don't know, but it seems all TJ Buster teams have begun readying themselves to activate. It's rather likely something happened involving the upper echelons. And then, you mean Director Watery? I'm thinking people ranked even higher than him. Federation government. We'll comply with the orders for the time being, their suspiciousness notwithstanding. And then, we would have to face the enemy sooner or later anyway. Here's TJ Buster, little pyramid thing. All TJ Busters have finished their preparations. And the RMU systems? Already idling. No problems reported. What about the prop satellite formation? Currently stationary within their assigned sectors. All systems green. Magnate 10 are also ready. All that remains is you to give the go-ahead, sir. Right. Initiate Operation Downfall. Roger. Initiating Operation Downfall. Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And then, at last, Tokyo Jupiter's barrier will disappear before our very eyes. And then the Moolians will be next. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Deploy the stochastic resonance field. Look at all this shit. And then, whoa, look! Yeah. Tokyo Jupiter's barrier is falling apart. What's wrong, Ayato? No, stop this. Status report. Energy readings at the center exciting 215 GeV. The old gigavolts. And then, wow, look at this guy having a wild time. He's definitely not a bad dude. It's working. It's working. Comm signal suffering an explosive increase. Time differential effect at maximum. Barrier's disappearing. And then, huh? What? Oh, look at it, it's Reika. You're... Reika, where are we? This is the passageway the so-called Mu used to send in those chose as Zephon instrumentalists. Instrumentalists? Olins. The original Olins passed through here. And then here's this guy.
Lala?
Lala?
Olin. どうしたの? 誰かに呼ばれたの?
Olin, what happened? Were you summoned by someone? By you. And by the egg. I've been summoned because I must return there.
あなたはオリンではないのね.
You're not Olin, are you? Yes, I am Ixtli, and proof that Olin will attain Yolteotl. I am Raz Song, unleashed from the Zephon. And, like Brunom says, in the show he starts speaking with Reika's voice here instead of his own. And my guise is that of the person you desire the most, deep in your heart of hearts.
Lala?
Lala? You have found your song.
あなたは...
You're... I am the proper musical scale. Come, you are needed, Olin. Let us be united.
私もよ。一緒にいたい。
I want to be with you too. And then, who are you? You're not Reika Mishima. And then, no, that doesn't make any sense. What?
偽りの名。私はイシュトリ。私は道しるべにして、あなたが未だ正しく見られぬ。あなたの顔。
What do you mean none of this makes any sense? The weird girl who sings all the time just had a ghost show up in front of her, and she's like, "Oh, you're that boy?" Like, he's like, "No, I just look like the boy you like. I'm actually Ishtli. How you doing?" And then we get Reika Mishima is a false name to a real face. I am Ishtli, your guidepost. The face that is yours but cannot yet be properly seen. And Ishtli means face in whatever language it's in.
あなたの見る世界、私のいる世界、あなたと私が作る世界。あなたはよろておとなって世界の心臓となっている。
And then you see the painting he's done, which is of Reika on a cliff. And then this is the world you see, the world where I exist. It's the world the two of us will create. We will attain Yotyotl and become the heart of the world.
共に生きましょう。世界の王にして捧げられし人。
Let us go together. Oh, one who's to rule this world and give of himself to it.
やだ。
No! The girl in this painting is not you. You're not the person I wanted to see. You're not the reason I painted this. I won't be going with you. But it will happen eventually, whether or not you wish it to. There is one more chosen one besides the two Olins. Will the three of you turn the wheels of time and guide the two worlds and its peoples into a new one? Will you, and the voice of Lamu, bring eternal light to this world? Or will you not carry out the tuning, leaving it all to turn into a sea of mud? The beginning of the end of this world is nigh. The hour of death and rebirth approaches. Remember, Olin, you have precious little time left. And I won't go with you. I won't. All I want to do is protect everyone in this world. I'll be going ahead. And then the barriers vanished completely. I've done it! At long last I've done it! I've succeeded where no other man or woman had! I, Makoto Ishiki, have destroyed Tokyo Jupiter's barrier! Just having a giggle. The alarm. Commander! What? One of the Moo's flying cities has just appeared above New York. What do you say? Wait, it's not just New York. Moscow, Beijing, Istanbul, their flying cities are appearing all over the world. The Moo are multiplying. And then the worlds have started to overlap. It can't be! How do we deal with this, Commander? Itsuki, what the hell just happened? Yeah, nice work. It turned out, when you open the cage, lots of shit flies out. What is it now? The ones have emerged from Tokyo. Ah, good. The metronomes. And then... that man! Kuki Masayoshi, an old colonel of the Far Eastern forces. He'd enlisted as MIA following the first war against the Mu, hadn't he? No, he's always been within Tokyo Jupiter's barrier, acting as the Mu government's defense commander. You've been freed from our temporal prison. I must thank you for your assistance. What? Nandato? And having done so, I now command you, lay down your weapons immediately and surrender the Ava 01 and the Star of Lamu. 01 and the Star of Lamu? Why those and not the Razephon? And then Misato, their demand for 01 is almost certainly in order to put stop to the human instrumentality project. What about the Star of Lamu? What do they want it for? I'll grant you 24 hours to think this through. However, should you not comply with our demands, a great calamity shall be visited upon you all. A great calamity? Are the Mu threatening an all-out attack on us? Ugh. Attack! Destroy that traitor! Are you sure about that? If you make the wrong move here, we run the risk of making every Mu flying city start attacking, no? I am your commander right now. Do as I say. I don't think you can possibly take responsibility for all the lives you'd risk. Silence, Damare. Just shut up and follow my commands. I'm afraid that's not possible. What? A transmission just came in from the Federation government. Makoto Ishiki, you have been stripped of your position as a federal supervisor and as Terra's acting commander, effective immediately. I trust you know why? What? You suppressed the Science Division's report warning about the risks of today's operations, discarded the government's suspension order, and even sped up the operation's execution, all culminating in this outcome. They're making me take the fall? Oh no, you walked off that cliff yourself. Come on, former commander, this way. I won't let it end like this. I won't. Mash his buttons. What are you? Stop him, he's firing the SAMs. Too late. What happened? Missiles were fired from the Lydia Litvak. What kind of idiot would... See that? That's what you get for screwing me over. This is your just desserts. Your punishment. You're insane. So that is your response? Then I'll eliminate you all here and now. D1s, D2s, move to attack. There's no choice. Launch all units and engage. So, we need the flying boys. That boy can fly now. That boy can fly. This boy can fly. The Zeta and the double Zeta and the new can't, except in plane form, so I'm probably not going to bring them. Ziorama flies shitty, but you know, what are you gonna do? Why are you gonna not bring it? And then Raideen and Razefon? Not bring Domon. Bring Raideen, Razefon, and Deimos, because Deimos can also fly, and he's super shitty at it, I believe. Like Mr. Gurud Gundam, used to fucking trash at flying. The Dragonheart boys are also really good at flying, so they would be an excellent choice. Let's just make sure. Yeah, see, he's A in Sky. Wait, that dude's B, and God Gundam's a B, I believe. Yeah, like super B. He would need this horse. Let's repick him. Anyone with infinite energy. DJ. Mazinga, Great Mazga, MP Great. Dragon Grendizer, Ziorama Deimos, Raideen, and Razefon. And we need to get the Largo's HP below 40%. Which is this big fucking thing over here. No skills. Does that have a mega generator? There you go. There's the Largo. It's just a big battleshipy thing. Do we already know why you think this man wanted to break the weird alien time over there, right? Nah, he sucks. And he's got a map attack. But I mean, it's not super good. You can just shoot him from far away. But he is double large. Yeah, he's double large, and he's got the a barrier. Reduces all damage by 1500. But you know, whatever. Their SP regen now. That's a lot of juice to spend on that, so we won't. Start our double attackings. Need that item. I know that I do, because I have all of the items, but I don't want to fucking stealing it. Do you really not have a way to? There's another way to hook and holler. The old headwind chop, classic maneuver. Unfortunately, everybody can only get one square away from it no matter what I do. She better have iron wall. What about the unicorn drill? Yeah, okay, no. We'll do a dragon flare. Dendo, dendo, yo, yo.
力は心なり。 やりやがったな。
Just beating up all these chuffy boys. Yeah, imagine if these guys had 50% less HP, so they had 15,000. Instead of, you know, 22. Yeah, imagine if they had the HP they've got now, after hitting them once. Just straight up, imagine if they took one less attack to kill. What a wild time that'd be. Progressive knife. Again, he's the infinite energy boy. Doesn't need a cable. Yeah, unfortunately we're not on that timeline. On the timeline where it's easy to take things places. So, at least DRI blows up these guys. At least with maximum weapons upgrades, Mickey learn love. At least with maximum weapons upgrades, our big boys can blow up the shittiest enemy in the game with a single attack. Ridiculous. Why bring them on planet anyway? Because if the Dendo boys run out of batteries, they can't do anything. They don't regenerate energy like everybody else. And they actually turn off, so they can't dodge or defend or do anything when they're out of energy. They're just fucked. And also it's a resupply unit, so you can refill everybody else. Oh, and Hugo's gonna come out and say hi. So this guy's gonna kill him. Nice! 32 XP! Nice work, everybody! create a robot capable of love, he created an android capable of it. It's different. Double tomahawk. Boom-da-dang. Bing, 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 Technically, the infinite energy you get burned eventually. It's also a real person. It's an android. It's also the dimensional coupling system. But he definitely did do it because he thought it'd be a giggle. Like, that's the main reason that dude did anything. Was the giggle factor. Spread shot bazooka. Thunder break. And Shinji will defend him. He doesn't need to, but he will. Shiroku beam. Hopefully no one will steal my damn cake. You're after you, bless. Bright old help. Knife. Invincible boy. Positron rifle. I want this boy to get a kill with Chiron. He needs the double XP because he's the lowest level guy that we're launching.